Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video with this. A little tiny knife that I bought from the hospital gift shop out in Bedford. Because Outlaw Granny had a little procedure to remove some a thing underneath her eyelid. She's fine, she's groggy at the moment, but she's trying to sleep. The brand is called Rada Cutlery. And it's called a super parer. So I'd make this little unboxing video as a means of just, I don't know, killing time. If nothing else. Okay. Ah. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. I will say the plastic packaging is quite strong. Not something you can easily just open. Okay. So you got the little tiny metal handle. It's not very smooth. It's got some texture. It's like unfinished satin steel. Let's get to the blade. Ooh. First impressions, I like the blade shape. Very nice. Out of box sharpness. Just a moment. Sorry about that, but its out of box sharpness is not that bad. It's extremely thin though. This looks to be, the handle's construction looks to be either injection molded onto the blade itself, or they made two metal scales to which they then just welded it together and polished, because there's a seam that appears here and at the base of the blade. Very light knife, definitely very handle heavy, considering the balance point is almost 3/4 below the tang. So yeah, it definitely is a very controllable, very tip-friendly little knife. Also, something I don't usually do is doing food prep videos when I do knives like this. So we'll move out to the kitchen and cut some shit and see how well it does. So until next time, I'm out. Peace. And we're back with an unflattering race line shot, as Michael Rizzo would say. But in any case, the Paris steel knife. I have an assortment of things here: an apple, some cheese, carrots, different grades of difficulty in terms of cutting. So let's start with the apple. And suffice it to what it says, the name of this type of knife is a little bit of a clearing the air here. Paring knife does not actually mean it's only meant to cut pears or something like that. It's short for preparing knife, as in this knife is done to mainly do prep work on vegetables, such as peeling potatoes, slicing vegetables like scallions, green onions, cutting the fat off of various meats, prep work. So let's begin, shall we? Made very, very quick work of the apple. Next, we'll move on to the cheese. Arguably a much harder demand than an apple, simply because of how dense cheese is. Try with the very tip. Not bad. Middle of the blade. Little actually hard. Actually a little bit harder with the middle of the blade. Near the base. Yeah. And all the way down to where the ricasso is. It actually was more difficult to cut with the section here than it was to cut with the very bottom of the very tip. Honestly, I'm not feeling any kind of lack of control going on. The amount of control that this knife affords is actually quite good. Next, we'll move on to the carrot. First things first, though. One little tip: if you peel a carrot first, or really any kind of root vegetable, you don't need to wash it off because the dirt goes off with the skin. At least that's what I found. As always, ooh, 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 ah, Outlaw being impressed, and rightfully so. Anyone who's ever cut raw carrot knows just how hard getting such clean, effortless slices on carrots are. This knife's not bad in terms of what it's designed to do, which is food prep. I'd definitely give it a 10 out of 10. I can recommend. Let's just see how thin I can slice this. You don't get that with a subpar dull blade. course, I really don't have any kind of potatoes to peel with these. Wait a minute. Cheese and cat. The sweetness on the carrot and the savor from the cheese. Oh, nice crisp apple in there. Oh Lord. Just adding to the depths of flavor. Next part is going to be the review of this. Stay tuned. Okay, time for the final review. Alright, so we saw how it handled the food prep. The apple breezed through, the cheese, no problem. It did hang up a little bit in the middle of the blade. I did feel more resistance than either in the tip or in the base. And then the carrots just fucking sail through those things. Which is a testament to its ability as a prepping knife. Overall, I have to give this a solid 10 out of 10, and I would recommend, if anyone out there is looking for a very decent prepping knife for doing your food preps and such, maybe you're looking for a gift for someone that's just moving into an apartment and they don't have a lot of cutlery, and they don't have a paring knife or a prepping knife as it's interchangeably called, gift them this. This is about $10 all in all. Remembering that the company is called Rada Cutlery, and it's made in the good old US of A. Maybe that's why it's such good quality, because it's actually made in America and not China. Who knows? But until next time, my noble band of outlaws, Outlaw Samurai tells all y'all be crazy about next, be safe, use weapons. I'm out. Peace. Hope you enjoyed this kind of impromptu video.